I do. You didn't like the front door? You made me laugh.
Choir while at home high school choir. Am I interested in a specific role? Well, I is that if they really like it, we do another one.
Yeah.
I got this.
That's not very surreptitious. What's your name?
I'm Agile Chandler.
And who are you?
I'm Rayton Skorsky O'Donnell.
And what are you auditioning for today?
The Tempest
The
by
Tempest
Shakespeare.
By Shakespeare.
What, if you get in, what will be your most exciting thing that you're excited about?
It'll be the first ever Shakespeare play on this.
For sure, and I'm excited to work with, I know everyone who's going to get in would be awesome if I get in. I would love to meet all these new people and just have fun.
So, why do you like Pier One?
Oh, the community, 100% the community. It's just the nicest, just kindest people in the entirety of Homer.
Just over there putting his
I'd
nose.
also have to agree with the community side of it. I meet some really cool people, Cannibal especially.
Seriously, yeah.
Has that been the highlight of your summer?
Yeah, I want to
so.
say Pier One shows have been the highlight of my summer.
Pier One shows and getting my driver's license.
Okay.
My name is Kaylee. My name is Luca.
And what are you guys doing here right now?
We're doing a play called Cannibal. And
Have you been having fun?
yeah, definitely.
What's your favorite part about it? About being in the show?
I like the snowman.
What's your favorite part?
I'm not sure. I like the people, probably.
My name is Val Shepard, and I am Pier One's office assistant. I've also directed, this is my 9th show this summer that's currently going on right at this moment. And I've acted in, I can't even begin to tell you how many shows at this point.
How would you describe Pier One as an organization?
Well, I think it was best answered this last November when we had our, I think it was our annual meeting, and we also did like Lifetime Achievement Awards for people who have been a part of this organization either since the beginning or just a very long time and very consistently. And Peter Norton, who was one of the recipients, said, it's about the people, man. And that to me is just like the heart of what Pier One is about, is that there's a lot of various aspects that go into what Pier One is. There's, there's acting, there's directing, there's set dressing, costuming, makeup. At the end of the day, it's all about just the people and the drive and the commitment that those people have to do something like this, to put on a show, because, like the actors, they're not getting compensated monetarily for any of this. They do it because they love it, because it's fun, because it's enriching, and because theater is a very enriching experience, not just for the people directly involved, but for the people in the audience too.
My name is Mary Shepard Fries, and I've been involved with Pier One since the 80s, 82. I've always been involved on some level. If I wasn't performing dance, I was painting sets. If I wasn't painting sets, I was a stagehand. If I wasn't a stagehand, I was a house manager. So, I've just been, and now I'm on the board. I'm a member of the Pier One board. So, yeah, Pier One is near and dear to me and has been for decades now. It's kind of interesting because I came to Homer in '77, and I worked with Barbara Peterson, and so I was aware of the theater, but I wasn't involved in the theater. I knew that Barbara's husband Lance was a director, and that Pier One was the thing that was happening, and I had gone to a couple of shows, but it wasn't until 1982 when I got involved with Michael Shepard, who's Val's father, and he was very involved in the Kenai community. He was really involved with Kenai performers, he was really involved with Peninsula dancers, and he was doing pottery up there. So he was really involved in the whole arts community up there in every way. And so I moved up there, and then pretty soon I was in that world, and I was taking classes from Jean McMaster, dance classes, who was Lance's mother, and had a little dance studio there. And she was the choreographer for the Peninsula dancers and did a lot of the choreography for Kenai performers as well. So, yeah, that was 3 years of being up there, 82 to 85. And during that time, there were a couple of really memorable, things that happened. One of the things was the Kenai performers, which were Pier One at that time, went to Haines to the theater festival, and originally they had won the theater festival for the Ballad of Kenai. Well, when I was there, Lance wrote another musical, Arctic Free State, and so I ended up driving Gene McMaster's van down, and I did a lot of the cast care at that point, and so it was just a memorable week in Haines, and we all stayed in a big house, and so it was all of the actors and, all of the support staff and the kids. Sasha Peterson was just a little kid then, and, he was with, and
So fun.
it was incredibly fun. Didn't win that year, but had a blast anyway. Got to see a lot of great theater, and it was just a lot of fun.
My name is Ken Landfield, and I got to Homer in 1980, and by 1983, I had managed to get myself into a play. So it's been 40 years, which is astonishing, but yeah, here we are.
Do you have any memories or impactful moments, specifics you want to share with us?
Every once in a while, everything clicks and everything falls into place, and you as the storyteller are holding the audience in your hands, and they are hanging on every word, and that is amazing. It's amazing.
Do you have any memories or impactful moments, specifics you want to share with us?
Once or twice, not very often, I've driven off the spit at the end of a show, and it was like the car was maybe 6 or 10 feet off the ground. You're just floating home because you know it worked. It worked so well. Your mission is to tell a good story as well as you can and as honestly as you can, and that's your job. That's what you're there to do, to share this experience that you think is valuable and worthwhile with an audience who has come to see that. As long as they're happy and they're enjoying the show and getting something valuable out of it, then you've done your job. Every once in a while, you get a little extra. And that's way cool. That's way cool.
Oh, I think my very first involvement with Pier One was when I was 8 years old in 2002 or 2003 during a youth theater skills camp. And I just did a lot of theater, youth theater, Pier One, every summer, like from the ages of 8 to 16. And then I kind of fell out of it, and then got right back into it last year.
Children who do theater do better in life later. They develop confidence. They learn how to work together cooperatively in a group. They learn to problem solve. There's just, it's just a tremendous benefit for kids, whether they pursue a theater life later on, whether they, that becomes an important part of their life. I think it is important in launching them in life in many, many ways.
Youth theater is very important, and it gives young people an opportunity to express themselves in ways that they might not be able to otherwise. Theater creates a safe place to grow and express oneself and discover interesting things about oneself. And so the youth theater program is very important.
Okay, I have one last question for both of you. How would you describe Pier One in 3 words or less?
Ooh.
Chaos, fun, unpredictable.
That's a good one. Raiden?
Like a family.
Pier One in 3 words. A place to belong.
Resilient, creative, and kind.
Like, you always meet new people and they make you feel part of a family. Everybody's different, everybody's unique, eccentric, shy, I don't know, crazy. They all have their very unique things, and every single person is so interesting. So it's just like, I think sometimes I have more fun meeting the people that I'm with in the play than the actual play. But it's everything, it's just like the whole combination. So.
Truthfulness, a good story, well told, honestly. And Pier One exemplifies that for me. I think that's what we try to do, and I think we very often succeed.
Where do you want to see Pier One go in the future?
Well, you know, I'd like for us to have a permanent home, and you know, I'd like to have a sense that it's going to continue long after myself, and you know, just be here into the future for the community. And
Do you think you'll be in Pier One in the future?
Yes, I'm very much hoping because I like to do theater camp. I did it last year and this year. It's really fun.
What about you, Luca?
Yeah, I hope I do too. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to try theater camp. My cousin's doing it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I FaceTimed it with her today. I love stories on stage. It's really fun.
Well, thanks, you gals.
Yeah.
Thanks for chatting. Well, thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate
Oh,
you.
that was fun, Katia.
No, just the sign.
funny, the first time that I met Freya was 7 years ago back when Scott worked here. I will.